What is going on, my fellow knowledge seekers? I have meant to do this for a while. I'm finally showing up as the sales Buddha that I so claim to be. This is going to be pretty fun. Anyone who's checking out this video, if you know how to chant, then by all means, you're going to be able to do it with me, no problem. The people in my organization is called the SGI, Soka Gakkai International, range from the recently deceased Tina Turner, Herbie Hancock, to tons of people in Asia, and actually quite a few million in the United States. They're spread out, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 million amongst 350 to 400 isn't that many, but it's more than you think there are. First things first, I would recommend you drink a ton of water before chanting. It is quite the exercise for your core and your windpipe. And if you're going to do it with me and don't have it memorized, I don't, but people who've been in the practice for years tend to. I posted a link to what's called the Gohonzon, which is the sacred scroll that you're actually not supposed to show to anyone. So I don't know why there's pictures on the internet, but there are. So if you want to take a look at the sacred scroll that you're supposed to be looking at, or if you want to go ahead and check out the lyrics of this, and this is called Gongyo. So there's two parts of the practice. It's Nam Myo Ho Renge Kyo. Nam Myo Ho Renge Kyo. So just saying that over and over again. Nam Myo Ho Renge Kyo. 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 So that is the more popular part. A lot of people know that. A lot of people do that. It's a sacred chant that is basically a summation of the Lotus Sutra, which was written by Buddha. Buddha talks about how life is suffering. He grew up rich. He knew that material things were not the answer to happiness. How you go through all the sufferings of life so that you can find out what truly makes you happy. He wrote a book about all this. And that phrase, basically, you can't just read the whole Lotus Sutra, all 17 chapters or whatever every day. That's not going to be a good use of your time. And meditating forever and just clearing your mind also isn't going to do it. So just as in life, in order to manifest, they call it the law of attraction. You have to attract energetically to you, but you also have to take action. It has action in the name. So you can't just meditate at all times. You have to go out and do. So this is the active doing. This is an active meditation. So again, that is one of them, just chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So my wife Katya's preferred method. She likes to chant for like half an hour really, really fast. It's not what I like as much. I like to just chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo if I'm feeling down. One thing that's really good is I like to do while doing push-ups. Doing push-ups is already a tough workout in your lungs, but chanting while doing push-ups is even tougher. Jumping jacks, same thing. I like to do while I do dishes. But if I'm going to sit down and chant in front of the altar, and I only have 10 minutes, my go-to is Gongyo. And Gongyo is reciting 2 chapters of the Lotus Sutra, which Buddha deemed to be the most important. And same thing, you don't have to read the whole thing. He said you either chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, which is a summation of the entire thing, or you read these 2 chapters. So I'm going to go ahead and chant these with you guys and see what it looks like. It's just a bunch of words in Japanese. And what's really cool, I don't know if you guys know this, but I speak Spanish. My wife Katya is from Russia, so our son Jackson is probably going to be trilingual when he grows up. But fun fact that even a lot of my close friends don't know about me is in 2nd grade, my parents were trying to get me out of the house. I didn't play sports yet, so I signed up for Japanese class. It was so great that I wanted to keep going. Well, they don't have other levels of Japanese class for 2nd graders. So I took intro to Japanese 3, 4, 5, I think like 5 or 6 times. So just like I had an innate tongue to speak Spanish because my nanny didn't speak English, when I started chanting for the first time, people were like, wow, your Japanese accent is terrific. So I lucked out there. So go ahead and pause the video here. Go ahead and pull up your Gohonzon, maybe put it on half the screen and put the lyrics on the other half of the screen. I won't chant as fast as I normally do. So anyone wants to chant with me, that would be epic. Let me know in the comments if you chanted with me. That'd be so cool to know that people are doing it. While I pause there, like, subscribe, send it to a friend. Check out my other videos, whether it's about sports, sales, fitness. I'm going to try and do some more things, see what resonates with you guys. But since I chant almost every day, instead of doing it at the altar, I'm going to start doing it with you guys more often and share this practice with the world. So drink up. Here we go. Myoho Renge Kyoho Ben Pondai Niji Se Sanju Sanmai Anjo Niki Go Shari Hosu Sho Buchi E Jinjin Muryo Go Chi E Manange Nanyu Isai Shoman Yakushi Butsu Shofu no Chi Sho Ishaga Butsuzon Shingon Yakusen Man Nokumu Shu Sho Butsu Jingyo Sho Butsu Muryo Do Yum Yo Shojin Myo Sho Fumon Joju Jinjin Mizo Uho Zuigi Sho Setsu Ishu Nange Shari Hosu Goju Jo Butsu Irai Shuju Inen Shuju Hiyu Koen Gongyo Mushu Hoben Indo Shujo Ryori Sho Jaku Sho Ishaga Nyorai Hoben Chiken Haramitsu Kai Igu Soku Shari Hotsu Nyorai Chiken Kodai Jinon Muryo Muge Riki Musho Izenjo Gedas Sanmai Jinyu Musai Joju Isai Mizo Uho Shari Hotsu Nyorai no Shuju Funbetsu Gyo Ses Shoho Gonji Nyunan Eka Shushin Shari Hotsu Shu Yo Gonshi Muryo Muhen Mizo Uho Bushitsu Joju Shi Shari Hotsu Fushu Busetsu Sho Ishaga Busho Joju Dai Ichike Unange Shiho Yui Butsu Yo Butsu Nai no Kujin Shoho Jiso. Should have said this before, you guys, but chanting it's hard. I talk about hard dopamine a lot, and it's a great way to do a hard thing. So there's something else like talking to your partner or making a cold call at work doesn't seem as hard as speaking a foreign language. I didn't have any slip ups in that end because the first half for me is a little easier. If I don't have time to finish a chanting session, so I've done the first half more and it's shorter. But anyways, if you fall down, don't cry, get back up. So if I'm chanting with other people, I might take a line or two and then get back on pace. So then mess up a line, wait, and then get right back on track. And then this next part, you can see it's shorter. It's just D's that repeat themselves. I didn't check out the link I sent you guys. You're supposed to repeat this next part 3 times. So what I'll typically do if I'm in a group, because I drink more water than the average human, chanter, person working out, drink a ton of water, is I'll chant this through 1 time, and then I'll go and hit my water. And by myself, I would pause and chant it all 3. So with others, I wouldn't chant it 3 times, but sorry for pausing and ruining a sacred practice, but that's why you're not supposed to do it on tech. Sho I sho ho nyoze so nyoze sho nyoze tai nyoze riki nyoze sa nyoze in nyoze en nyoze ka nyoze ho nyoze honmaku kyoto sho I sho ho nyoze so nyoze sho nyoze tai nyoze riki nyoze sa nyoze in nyoze en nyoze ka nyoze ho nyoze honmaku kyoto Sho I sho ho nyoze so nyoze sho nyoze tai nyoze riki nyoze sa nyoze in nyoze en nyoze ka nyoze ho nyoze honmaku kyoto. Here we go. Now it gets real. Myo renge kyo nyorai juryo hon daiju rokuji ga tokuburai shokyo shokusho muryo yakusenman okusai asogi joseppo kyoke mushu okushujo ryo no obutsudo nirai muryo ko ido shujo ko hoben gennehan nijitsu fumetsudo Joju shi seppo ga joju oshi isho jinzu rikiryo tendo shujo suigon ni fuken shuken ga metsudo koku yo shari genka erenbo nisho katsugoshin shuju ko. Here it is. Shujo kishin buku shichijiki I nyunan ishin yoken butsu fuji shakushin yo jigagyo shusho kushitsu ryo jusen gaji go shujo jozai shifu metsu iho ben riko gen u metsu fu metsu yo koku u shujo kugyo shingyo sha gabu o hichu isetsu mujo ho nyoto fu monshi tani ga metsudo ga kensho shujo motsuzai o kukai kofu i genshin ryogo sho katsugo ingo shin renbo nai shitsu i seppo jinzu rikinyo se o asogi ko jozai ryoju sen Gyo shoju sho shujo kenkojin daika sho shoji gashi do anon tenin joju man onrin shodo kaku shuju ho shogun hoju take ka shujo shoyu raku shoten yaku tenku josas shugi gaku umandara ke sanbutsu gyu daishu gajo du fuki nishu ken shoji ufu shoku no nyoze shitsuju manze shozai shujo I akugo I nen ka asogi ko fumon sanbo myo sho u shuku dokunyu wa shichijiki sha sokai ken ga shinzai shi ni seppo wakaji I shishu setsubutsu ju muryo kunai ken busha I setsubutsu nanchi ga chirikinyo se Eko sho muryo jumyo mushuko kushugo sho toku no nyoto uchisha moto shisho gito dan ryo yojin pusugo jippuko nyo izen hoben iji oshiko jituzai ni gonshi mu no sekomo ga yaku isebu kushoku gensha ibon bu tendo jituzai ni gon metsu ijo kengako Nisho kyo shi shin ho itsu jaku go yoku da o akudo chu gacho gajo chi shujo gyodo fu gyodo zui o shokado ises shujo ho maji zazen Igaryo shujo tokunyu mujuto sokujo jubushin Namyoho Renge Kyo, 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 Namyoho Renge Kyo. Namyoho Renge Kyo, 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 Namyoho Renge Kyo. Namyoho Renge Kyo, 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 Namyoho Renge Kyo. So basically, whether you chanted with me or not, you said two big lengthy prayers, and then each one of those Namyoho Renge Kyos, they say is enough to put your day in a better way, but you're basically putting out a prayer to the universe for things to go better. And if you look up Namyoho Renge Kyo on YouTube, you will see that most of them are people chanting with their face out on screen and just the lyrics instead. Beautiful images of the lotus, which is the image of growth through the mud, which symbolizes Buddhism. But, this is supposed to be done in community. And ideally, you'd be chanting in your home with your partner, with your friends, at a Buddhist temple. But if you're going to be chanting on the internet, why not chant with an actual person? So I'd be happy to chant with you guys in the future. Let me know how you like this. Sorry, I talked a bit throughout it. I know that maybe my community doesn't know this practice as well. So when I go ahead and do this again in the future, I'll just get straight into it so you don't have to hear me talk as much. Thanks for listening. Again, feel free to like, subscribe, share, and let me know how I did in the comments below.